Project Base Run, being run by Stunt Coyote. And we've got a few extra people to help with the commentary here, so if you guys want to introduce yourselves, and then when you're ready, just count me down and we'll start the timer, and you can get on with your run.
I'm Kenta. You guys already know me. I'm Kenta.
I'm Grime. I'm the creator of Project Base.
The speedrunner for this current run.
The current runner, if you will.
Alright, so if you want to count it down, and then you can start whenever.
Hi.
So the RMTP
whoops,
thing's
hang on.
lost cause.
You'll have to reintroduce yourselves because the sound was muted. I am an idiot.
Yeah. Alright.
Rip.
Well, I'm Stunt Coyote. I am running any % Project Base today.
I am Kenta Kuradani. I am the go-to leftover commentator.
And I'm Grime. I'm the creator of Project Base.
This chat. They love you, Stunt.
I've got a lot of I think the whole Project Base community is here right now, and that's really cool to see.
Okay, apparently it's echoing, so Stunt, are you streaming the mobile sound?
Am I streaming mumble sound?
Yeah.
I'm not streaming in OBS, so it should be just mumble.
Click, 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 click. Sounds like a melee tournament.
Oh, someone's mic is echoing really badly.
Couldn't be mine. I've got headphones in.
I got headphones on, so mine's
I
can't
got
be echoing.
headphones.
And my stream is muted.
Yeah, I think it's coming from you anyway though, because you're the only voice lit up when it echoes. If you go into mumble settings, on audio output, the first tab, there should be a drop-down box that says echo. If you switch it to multi-channel, that might help out. Like when you get time.
Alright, so configure settings.
Yeah, configure settings, and then it's audio output, and then echo.
Set it to mono.
Multi-channel.
Multi-channel.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Techno,
in multi.
please.
It's on multi-channel.
Okay. We're getting an echo from somewhere, I'm not sure where it's coming from.
So first things first, I wanted to give a big shout out to the Metroid construction community and Grime for making this amazing hack. Like, this thing's really been a huge community effort.
Oh yeah, it's all Metcon. I'm just the guy steering it and taking all the credit.
Yeah, this is the read on Super. This is like Super Metroid because it is Super Metroid. Project Base is Grime's reimagining of the game.
Yeah, lots of familiar names in the chat. What's up, Hubert, Guyper, Nutella, Technomegas, Elminster, Technomegas,
Still echoing apparently.
Okay, yeah, apparently you're streaming the mumble audio, so that's fine. We'll just mute it on the stream and it should work out now.
So Grime, out of curiosity, like, was there any one thing that you really aim for? Like with
really
this
just
hack,
adding
like,
replay value. That's why a lot of the changes are really subtle. Like, I still see people that'll run through it and then they don't realize that they could do the backflip or really any of the new moves that have been added. So cool to see people catch on to that for the first time.
I love how even like the same old rooms that the same old rooms that we've always known are just all changed just slightly, just enough to make it a new experience, even for all of us people who have played the game till our eyes bled.
Yeah, for up until I think point 7, I didn't really touch anything at all. I wanted to leave the layouts pristine, but finally decided to bend on that.
Stunt, you'll have to unmute your mic on OBS now.
Come on, Alcatraz.
There we go. Alright. Yeah, Alcatraz was giving me trouble there for a second. We got it to win this.
Nice damage boost off the Zila.
Thank you. That saves like half a second in that room.
Yes, thank you for one missile door. I love that so much.
Yeah, that's really helpful, because in the older versions, we would do this run with quite a bit less in the beginning of the game, so it's really nice to have that buffer with just having to use one missile. There's a trick coming up here, we call it PBKs, which is power bombs before Kraid, and the backflip, when under a crumble block, can actually clip through it, so we get power bombs early right here.
Another fun little bug.
Yep, and he actually made a Chozo. Yeah, he actually made a Chozo holding the power bomb just to signify that, wow, you've gotten back here. That's pretty smart.
I know why you're here.
Yeah, no, it's really clever. I really love like the fact that like, unlike no offense meant to Drusif, but like recently Super Metroid Redesign Axial Edition came out, and like lots of the sequence breaks from the original were patched, and people really didn't like that. And I love how you have the flexibility as a developer to be okay with people just breaking your hack in half, and as long as they don't get stuck, you're fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm even fine. Well, was kind of for a while okay. Like with if you get perma stuck, but you can still kill yourself and end that gameplay session. But even that, I don't like it. But how it goes.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, much swag in this run.
Yeah, all of PB is swag strats because the movement is just incredibly smooth compared to the original game.
And
we got ladder mock. That's a great trick. It's so you don't lose momentum through the rolling hills. Oh, I missed the cack attack, but we're all in this still.
I'm hoping that we can get past Kraid.
Same. Same.
By the way, Chad, if you have any questions for Grime, feel free to ask him. He's more than happy to answer.
I'm paying attention to the chat. Tell Drusif all of the sequence breaks.
The main features of this hack are definitely just like the differences between it and Super, like how smooth the movement is, the slight edits to the rooms.
This Kraid section is one of my favorite sections here. Coming up right before the Kraid room.
No idea when point 7.3 is. Hopefully there isn't one.
Alright, task Kraid time, here we go.
They want to know why you're so cool.
That's just, let me know if you figure it out.
The trade secret.
No. Waited too late on that one.
Enrico, what I mean by that is, what I mean by that is I'm saying like,
Good recovery.
it's a hack that you can't really not compare to the original because of how similar the layout is, but the big features about it are like the very slight changes Grimes made to the layout, the differences in physics, stuff like that. It's more subtle stuff than like everything is different.
Oh yeah, I suppose it would be the accent, wouldn't it? What's up, Wild?
Yeah, I waited just a little bit too long for that one.
Hey, you didn't die, so it's all good. It's all good.
No,
Still good.
I'm still in good shape.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
They want to know, why did you change, like, what rooms were heated and what rooms weren't?
That could have possibly been a mistake. I don't know yet. I haven't really finalized like which rooms should be heated and which ones aren't. But I want to kind of give some sense to the areas of like, okay, this is near water, so this probably wouldn't be as heated, like the high jump area.
That's clever.
Oh.
But right now, it's probably there could be a couple rooms that I just didn't mean to have heated right now. Let me know in the PB topic. I try to take in every bit of feedback I can, like even just the little grumbling complaints that people don't really think would matter much. Just that's kind of annoying. Like I try to take in all of that and make sense between versions. That's why they take so freaking long.
Ooh. They have a good point. That's actually a good question too. Or rather, that's more of a project-based topic statement, but apparently lower nerf errors, save room, and reserves got heated.
Oh, snap. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Thanks for letting me know. It makes you horrible, Dark Zero.
01, yes it does. It makes you a horrible person. They want to know what was your goal in creating Project Base?
Adding more fun and replay value to Super Metroid. This is the shortest way of putting it, but I don't know, just saw like just a lot of things I wanted to do as a kid, even like with their spin jump restart and the speed, the momentum and speed keeping. Were always things that was just like, man, why can't I keep running when I land? So now you can.
And it's great, like, there's constantly new things being found because of the physics changes. Like, this game is still not completely solved yet. There's still a lot that can be
Like, some of the things will turn up new bugs that you couldn't find in the original engine because you couldn't move that freely. So it's kind of...
Right.
Like that backflip thing. I have no idea why that works. Like the backflips breaking the crumble blocks.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That's used in a few categories. Actually, it's used 3 times in 104%. So it's definitely useful.
My resume to Nintendo. This pretty much is my resume. I do not look good on paper.
Hey. I mean, other places are starting to accept stuff like fan hacks and stuff like that.
I'll just let it speak for itself, man. If they like it enough to want to hire me, they'll let me know. And I can just keep making Super Metroid for them.
Yo. I would love to see, like, a 2.5D remake of Super Metroid headed by you. That would be baller.
No idea, Hopper. I mean, it'll eventually be done, but I don't want it to be done soon. I like to wait a long time so that all the gross, subtle little bugs that can be found get found. Like this one that the charge beam was causing the game to crash when you reset, and it was exclusively for cartridges that were having this issue. Stuff like that, like, leave a lot of time for things like that to get found.
Like when I was, I got the cart for 0.7, and I constantly had to take the card out after finishing the game and like let it sit there for like 5 minutes.
Let it cool down.
Yeah.
What, Project Base is just so amazing that it runs the carts too hard?
It was just, there was a fix in the charge beam, and it's weird.
Yeah, it was a bit of leftover code from the tractor beam for charging, like, that brings items into you. There was some JSL branch or something that didn't have been. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the
This Fantoon strat is so crazy. Like, In the original game, this would never have been possible because of how long he fires his angry beams.
Yeah, the Fantoon was kind of an experiment. Like, really, a lot of the drastic changes kind of are. Like, I'll just make some kind of overblown, whacked out edit and just kind of see what people think. And if they crap all over it, then I'll usually take it out or tone it down a little bit. Like, yeah, like Fantoon, like, his new AI patterns were mostly an accident. They were just me kind of screwing around and taking out certain branches and parts of his AI and just seeing what he did.
Well, I think it's definitely working out for the better.
Like, yeah, I like that.
It's definitely working out for the better. That missile just phased through the door.
Yeah, no, I hate that. That's been a thing. That's been a thorn in my spine for a while. Sometimes it works, and sometimes the door will eat your input. The collision's just off.
Yes, for Metroid's collision is it's fundamentally, I love it and I hate it.
I will say, I love the fact that even in your vanilla paladin version of this, which by the way, yes, this is that version for people who were wondering, that this hack still just looks better to me. Like there's still little touches all over the place. Better filler, slightly different palettes in some cases.
Well, just even like a few extra pixels can make a huge difference, like the little green pixels that are in the criteria dirt and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Little things that kind of catch the eye. Lush, as a D-man would say. I'd add in that lushery.
The lush.
And then stuff like those enemy palettes, like those crabs look awesome.
Yeah, man, the original developers, they left, like most enemies have 3, 4, sometimes more colors that just aren't used in their graphics at all. So I just go in and, since most of them are 3 or 4 tone anyway, the shading is simpler. You can take those 3 or 4 unused colors and just give an enemy like different colored pinchers or legs or something. The luxury.
So I'm grabbing aqueduct missiles here. This may look kind of weird to people, but grabbing aqueduct because the strat to kill Dragon is actually faster than shine sparking in this version. So we do it a completely different way. You also see that I went back to the ship. That was so I don't have to farm at the fishes because I don't actually fight bot wounds, so there's no reason to, I'm going straight to Dragon. So. And I need a sufficient amount of ammo to do the strat.
Or if anybody would find a way to snag early space jump without killing Dragon. I don't know if it's possible yet.
Yeah, you can crystal flash behind her room.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, it's just like the
super block.
The plasma clip. Yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, you can. You like jump through.
Grabbing space jump.
Yeah.
Without killing Dragon, you can do that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'll be damned.
He's learning more new things about his own hack on this stream.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Little minor setback.
Yeah, it's rain time. I need to learn assembly, 658 vegan assembly, but I guess 6502 also essentially, that's kind of the one area I've woefully collected.
Yeah. There we go. Little minor setback due to some goo, but we're all good. Yeah, Shine Spark does charge faster in this. It checks for 2 frames instead of the usual 4.
Yeah, next year, if we're doing another PB run at next marathon, I want to see 104% because that's super hype.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and what Moobot said there, that's where you can project base directly. You don't have to mess with patching it or anything. Yeah, it's got the different versions are all there too. Like what you're seeing now is
your site is going to get shut down too.
Whatever, man. Let them. Yeah, I don't care. But
I don't care.
Well, I mean, it's like if they shut me down, they're just destroying like a monument to themselves. Like it's just going to be bad PR for them. If they want to go that way, then whatever. I'll go that way too.
Oh, not to mention the full color menus that were added in the new version.
Yeah, Real Red's graphics are amazing.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's-
Real Red's. Oh man, his pixel art is so great. Like anybody who's seen Hyper, you've seen Real Red's art.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'll be definitely taking a bunch of that for future project-based stuff. When there's more new runes added, like you can expect like more parts direct ship that uses mossy tiles and things like that. I worked it in. Oh baby.
Oh baby.
Boy.
So are there
Boy,
any hype
murder
tricks that we should be
makes
looking forward
Samuel.
to, Stunt Coyote?
There's a few that I've already done, but there's one that's called the Norfair Spark, and then there's Vader Spark, and then there's Moon Spark. 3 like almost consecutive, almost frame perfect tricks in a row. They're coming up after Ridley, so keep an eye out for those. I'll let you know when they come up.
Why
Overall,
Vader
the-
Spark?
Vader Spark, well, Elevator Spark for the main
Oh.
Norfair elevator. And then Moon Spark is getting out of Meridia. There's like a bunch of really cool ones that just happen like right in a row.
The other thing that's cool is like how you found certain sparks like that I didn't really intend either. Because some of them I did intend for, like the red tower and stuff like that. Like there's a very clear line of bomb blocks that you can shoot through now, but some of the ones
Right.
you found, it's like, hey, cool, I didn't know that you could chain that together.
Or like the one exiting wrecked ship, the Apollo
Yeah.
Spark. That's a good one. All
I
little
was saying
time
how long it took
saves.
to get back up that room. Yeah, but
And this is
Right.
why I love the speed booster in this hack, because it's so much more versatile. It can be used so many places.
the
Right.
booster is so unabashedly broken.
Yep.
It's gonna get more broken. Like one of the main things I want to do for it that isn't done yet is to be able to exit shine sparks by pushing
That's
jump button
gonna be
again.
great.
So it'll like put you into the spinning pose. So like you could, run and then power up a shine spark and then do like an upward shine spark and then tap jump again to be given like a really high vertical spinning jump with the blue echoes and all.
Here's
Or-
Ridley Spark. This
you
one's
can kind of see
cool.
the implications there of everything
I
that can be
missed it.
strung together. Pretty much
Yeah,
you'll
there's-
never lose your echoes again after getting the item if you don't want to lose them. If you're good enough to keep them.
Learning it
Ridley's
sometimes. Steal bread. Yeah, Ridley Spark was kind of a spark, but it was also a wind spark.
Right, yeah. There's a proper height through that door, you have to use the background as a visual cue, and you can actually make it over those blocks in the next room.
Alright, and then we got the Vader Spark and Moon Spark, right?
Yep, and there's also one called the No Fair Spark, and that's coming up here shortly too. Also the Stunt Spark, which he added speed booster blocks just for me because I used to do this trick through this door, and I always bonked. There's like no possible way to not bonk, so
But you did it anyway. Just like
Yeah.
wishfully sparking through that door. Just maybe one day I'll clip over that pixel.
maybe one. It's good times. So here's the Stunt Spark, if I can get it. And I got it, nice. And that takes me straight to the elevator to go up.
Oh, and those weren't speed booster before?
No, I used to bonk that a bunch, yeah. It's good times, good times. Oh yeah, also speed booster and fast movement and lava is a thing now. Okay, so here's the No Fair Spark. This one I found a consistent setup for, hopefully I can get it. I think I got it. Alright, Alright, I got it. And then this connects to the Vader spark, which will take us up to the top of the Norfair elevator.
How did that
Got it, nice.
charge beam do that?
What
like-
it does is it rubber bands, so like as you go to pass it, it's not really it wants to catch up, so it'll like catch up to you and go past you.
Interesting.
Just yeah, and we use that to rubber band. Also, the thing that I found a while ago, tube clip. Somehow the top of the tube got turned to all slopes, so now we can just.
It always was.
Was it really?
It was
Okay.
originally all solid blocks so that you couldn't shine spark through it.
Well, you can't shine spark through them, but it was half slopes that you could clip through with a morph ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
And
So
since it's a lot
that was-
easier to end up on top of the tube in Project Base now, like I made them into normal walkable tiles.
right. I just got Moon Spark too. That's
Shout outs to Mo for the Moon Spark.
yeah. Shout outs to Mo for the Moon Spark because he came up with that strat.
Moe 187.
All of these sparks, this is just, it's amazing how quick. This is why I want to see, like, because I can only imagine the amount of, like, crazy tricks that are in 104% to keep stuff going quick.
Oh yeah. There's quite a bit of them.
Another thing I wanted to avoid was like making the height too canned. Like I didn't want to just have every room have like a bunch of bomb blocks that you could just shoot through.
You didn't want to be
Right.
zero. You didn't want it to be zero mission where all the sequence breaks are just allowed, and
Yeah,
as opposed to like people finding their own.
Like I wanted basically like this, like people to be finding stuff that I wouldn't have thought of. When they're deciding if it's broken or if it needs to go or what. Yeah, and there's a tool assisted run being worked on. That's
gonna be amazing. The old task run, the theory task by Desdirect actually used the old route before PBKs. So there's like an extra like 3 minutes shaved off that can be done, and it's gonna be great. We're at G4 height.
Out of curiosity, are we on pace for possible PB?
It's gonna be really close. That was a really
If
good
you did, it
G4
would be about
time,
a
honestly.
second or two.
Yeah, it's possible. If not, it'll all come pretty close.
Grime. EOJJ.
Yeah, I just now saw. You could say I did. Like, I made a lot of the decisions behind it and stuff, but it was really more of a community hack that's been developed by Metroid Construction. A lot of different people contributed to it.
Is that the actual strat to get them all on top of you?
You can. It's if I have enough health, that's kind of the thing. But I stopped the ship, so.
I'm sure Moobot will give a reminder to anybody that wants to play it later. But you can also Google Project Base, Super Metroid, any combination of those words thereof, and it'll come right up the official page, and you can get it from there.
Nice.
And yeah, I didn't finish earlier talking about there's different versions that the version you're seeing now is the vanilla palettes version, which is project based, but it doesn't have all of my weird new palettes applied to it.
It doesn't have mustard. It does not have mustard, Brinstar.
Yeah, it does not have warm hues for everything. Work on that. But and then there's another version that just applies like the special moves and everything to the original untouched map. So if you just wanted to play the original game with all the cool new moves, you got that. And then there's one that applies the map changes and everything that you've seen here, but it doesn't add the backflip or any of the new enhancements to the items or anything. So you get the purely vanilla experience.
Mustard Brinstar is the meme that evolved from Grime having a palette that no one but him likes for Brinstar.
I'll defend Mustard Brinstar to the death, son.
You might not want to save animals just because of how good this run is going. This
Yeah,
could be
I'm not
PB.
gonna. This could be.
Screw some
It's
animals, man.
Well, it'll be world record if it's PB, right?
Yep.
Possible world record.
Possible
Oh, man.
word.
Let's go.
Do this. Got it, man. You got this.
Yes, you can, Nicholas. Incoming Bible thumps.
So cool if you get a world record right now.
Yeah,
That'd be
what-
pretty neat.
Yeah, I was there for a world record at last Metroid Marathon too, Metroid Prime Hunters. I was hyped.
Nice.
Bible thump.
Come on, that world record. I actually do want downward sparking to be a thing, Geo.
That'd be
Thing is,
sweet.
I don't know like the right animation to use for it. I'm thinking like if you do downward spark in the air, like Samus will morph into a ball and shoot downward.
Yeah, ball sparking is another thing that needs to happen.
Yeah, ball sparking would be cool too. The hyper beam is real.
Yeah, I love your hyper beam. I do miss hashtag
It'll
beam
make
though.
it makes sprites disappear way too easy though, but whatever.
Do you remember hashtag beam grime?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this escape.
And apparently that sound I used for it broke
Everything.
it on the cartridge. Like he just fired the beam and it just
Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw that Coyote, but it used to have
Yeah.
very, very interesting beam back
The
in day.
hashtag beam. Oh yeah. Not where, but we're close.
Nicholas doesn't understand. Either Nicholas
Alright,
is
time.
scrolling or he doesn't understand.
Sorry about that time.
31:41.
That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all.
right on, man. Not world
It's still a
record, but close
31.
enough. Still a jolly
That
good
was
show.
a badass run.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, nicely done. We'll let the ending play out, and then we'll switch over to Zero Mission.
Cool.
So guys, now that we're watching the credits, now is the time. If you have any questions at all for Grime, get them out.
That was project based. Well, you can like get them out anytime. I'm not hard to reach. Come to the Metroid Construction IRC channel or email me or whatever.
Oh, nice. We got Sub Gordon, which is 23. Dude, Sub Gordon. Nice. But yeah, like I've been working one-on-one with Grime. I beta test this also, so it's pretty fun to see like the changes he makes. And every time something new comes out, it's awesome.
One day I'm gonna send him a version where like every critical point is moved over by like one tile. So like there's just no bearings. Every enemy is
jeez.
offset.
Too good.
All the enemies, all the bomb blocks, they're all moved around by one tile.
Yeah, so everything's just like one frame off doing every single trick. It's just not good.
I wanted to make the Mother Brain fight faster, and I kind of did, but it doesn't really show. Like, some of her animations are faster.
Right.
It's not that prominent. I don't know, I pick on Dopey more for the music editor. Man, that'll happen when it happens. I don't want to rush that one out.
Oh, they want to know how you can do the Shine Sparks with almost no run-up. Part of
It's
that
just-
is,
It checks for 2 frames now instead of 4.
Yep.
and you can actually just jump around and pretty much do it in place.
Yeah,
So
it's,
yeah, since the speed resets, you can do speed keep and like just keep turning around to get it. Also, yeah.
It was neither of those, EOJJ. This is just a hacked version of the original ROM.
most of the process of like making the speed booster edits were pretty much just me spending months and months all day just making trial and error edits, taking out branches in certain routines and stuff like that, because I'm not fluent in assembly yet, but I can read the code and kind of pick it apart. And so I'll just, what does this do? So a lot of the most known things are just accidents.
Super trial and error %.
And then usually, like, I'll have an idea and I'll get like Sizer or Black Falcon or somebody to make it happen.
DSO, Isakarka in the chat.
Isakarka, yeah.
Shoutouts to you.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. I've talked to them a lot lately too.
Isakarka is like my tech support.
All great guys.
Geo1576. Geo1576. You can find any of the hacks that Grimes made on his website.
Yeah, if you just Google Super Metroid Project Base, you'll find it right away, and I'm sure Moobot will give a link or something.
I just want to say thank you guys for the opportunity to run in the Metroid Marathon. I hope you guys enjoyed the run.
But yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was
no
awesome.
problem. It's been good.
Shoutouts
a lot
to
of
Grime
fun.
Force.
Grime Force. There's also a leaderboards for it too. Grime 2, you can find that on my stream.
Chozo.
Yep. Yeah, we have a project-based speedrun community team, also Project
You can-
Chozo.
You can find all that from the Project Base page. It's linked at the bottom there. Also, give Hyper Metroid a go if you don't know about that. It uses the Project Base engine and adds just a whole bunch of cool crap to that.
Definitely. But
No spaghetti strips.
I guess with that, like, if you guys want to continue, that was a good run. I had fun, so.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I had a good time commenting with you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Stunt. I'll have to hang out more sometime.
Yeah,
Hopefully
you too,
next year
for
we'll
sure.
have another version. to run
104% next year.
Alright.
That'd be great.
So, yeah. Thanks for the run.
Yep.
We're going to switch over to Zero Mission now.
Right.
So, just do a couple of things.